This MCO made me realize that we don't actually need a pandemic to make us want to call all our friends. You can really call them anytime and it won't change how close you are. I have friends that I don't need to call every day and I'm still really, really close to them. And we don't need to talk every day for me to know that I'm still really close to them and they're important to me as much as I'm important to them.
One aspect of MCO that has really brought us together, and especially for myself, is that despite the distance that my friends and I share, we're still able to do good deeds like sending each other food to breakfast, especially during the fasting month, or just have a simple dinner and stuff. Yeah.
So one aspect of MCO that has allowed me and my community to grow closer is the fact that we're able to work out together with my friends and relatives through a virtual Zoom call. This has been really helpful and effective for us as we are able to encourage one another and motivate one another through video conferencing.
I believe that this lockdown has actually made it really difficult for me to connect with the people I care the most about. I've never been one who's always constantly glued to my phone, so because I feel a deeper connection while sitting in the same room with those I care about and sharing laughs instead of virtual ones. However, I do realize that the world is in a critical state right now and some sacrifices definitely need to be made for the better. We can do this!
In terms of my friendships, I've learned that we don't need to constantly text or call each other to maintain the friendship. We can show that we're thinking about each other by smaller gestures, like sending each other a meme or a TikTok. It's like these smaller gestures that just show that we're still friends and we're still thinking about each other. And in terms of my family, even though we're blood, I've learned that everyone still needs some time apart. So at a specific time of the day, we all spend some time by ourselves in our room. I feel like this decreases the chances of getting annoyed at one another or unnecessarily fighting.
So I think one of the good things to come out of this whole MCO period is that it's given us a lot of free time to catch up with our loved ones and people we otherwise wouldn't have had the time to talk to. And I think it's a lot to do with because we can't see them in person, we make a conscious effort to kind of, make sure we have that interaction.
One thing that lockdown has taught me the most is probably that you should never be alone. So since I'm still here in the UK, I'm in my accommodation, and all my friends and family have gone back home. It's been pretty lonely here, I'm not gonna lie. But when you're at home with your family, especially if you're cool with your family, it's calm. But if you have beef with your family, I urge you, use this time to kind of fix it, because being alone sucks, I can tell you that. But hey, at least I'm blessed with good weather.
So I feel like, in a way, this lockdown is something that everyone needed, It's like the universe forcing us to just stay home and take a break, from life and stuff. And it's good. It's just that it came in a very negative form. And yeah.
This MCO has made me a lot more conscious about my spending habits and just money in general. I realize now that prior to MCO, I spend a lot of money on a daily basis on things that are very short-lived and temporary, such as eating out, takeout, or fitness classes, things that require a lot of money, when instead I could use that to invest in something more long-term and more beneficial to my life. So yeah, I think overall I've realized that I shouldn't be spending as much as I usually do, which is great for me.
This MCO, I realized that I appreciate time alone, but also I like to keep in contact with my friends from video calling or seeing them on social media, and it's nice to see everyone still interacting in these hard times.
One thing that I learned during this MCO period is that social media is very powerful. It can make or break friendships. People can spread very informative information. Like we have doctors on Twitter, we have scientists on Twitter
talking about their own opinions. We have the news, but also we have people spreading hate and fake news as well. It is a gray area as to whether social media is good for humanity or bad for humanity. You can't really say that it is one thing. But as of right now, it is bringing lots of people together during this quarantine period, and I think that's something we can commend social media for.
So this MCO has taught me the importance of checking up on my friends and always seeing how they are doing when it matters the most.
For me, I've been like, this MCO has taught me like to appreciate these apps or any other social media device to catch up on my friends because I live so far from them.
Yeah.
What about you, Diana?
For me, I feel like this MCO and using these platforms is easier for me to multitask. Like, you know, when I'm like doing household chores, so like I can talk to my friends and do all these things at the same time and multitask. So, yeah.